John, one more comment. If I may make one more comment on the AVID, one of the issues that we have discovered up in North Long Beach is bringing these students to the college acceptance and then supporting them while they are away. Where very often when the families have no experience with college, it's very difficult for them to let their students go, and we have many homesick students. We have students who come back when they should be staying at the school. So if we could think AVID bump up or AVID 2 or AVID something to provide that nurturing and that support when the students do leave our schools.
Thank you, Mrs. Stanton. It's time now for public testimony on items not listed on the agenda. Once again, please address any questions you may have to the chair and not to individual members of the board or to members of the staff. And each person will be allowed 3 minutes. And first, Mr. Tony Diaz.
Good evening, honorable members of the Board of Education. I'm Tony Diaz, President of the Teachers Association of Long Beach. And I'm here tonight regarding our association's concern about the conduct of district employees during the Health Benefits Committee meetings and the repeated refusal to fix problems brought to their attention unless TALP filed legal action. As you know, the district, CSEA, and this association agreed to form a joint committee to meet to address the current and projected increases in health costs. Their operative words here should be joint committee. However, this committee is anything but a joint committee. The district sets most of the agenda, decides who may vote, and has excluded TALP and CSEA from the recent decision made by the district to fire the insurance consultant Driver Alliant and from the decision to retain Mercer as a replacement. Additionally, the district excluded TALP and CSEA from the decision to fire American Fidelity as a vendor providing the 125K plan services and from the decision to retain a Florida-based company, Fringe Benefits Management Company, in its place. This exclusion took place despite the fact that this committee in the past was included in the decisions concerning the selection of consultants to this committee. For the past year, TALP members have brought to the attention of district representatives of this committee problems related to enrollment processes, Medicare Part B requirements, authorizations for release for medical records, HIPAA and special enrollment rights, and our interest in utilizing a labor trust agreement for health and welfare benefits. Each and every time these issues have been brought to the district's attention, the response from the district has not been one of cooperation, but rather one inviting litigation from TALP if the problem is to be resolved. TALP requests that the board direct the superintendent to inform the district representatives to participate in this committee on a joint basis with TALP and the other bargaining units by implementing these following changes. 1, the meeting shall be chaired on a rotating basis by representatives of each of the bargaining units. 2, all members of this committee shall be able to have an equal voice in matters brought before the committee. And 3, the committee should not be involved in any matters that are mandatory subjects of bargaining. This committee was established to discuss current and projected increases in health care costs, not to engage in determining the type, scope, and source of health and welfare benefits for employees. Those discussions are solely for the purview of the exclusive representative bargaining teams, and this committee is not a representative of the bargaining units. We urge a resolution of this problem in a cooperative manner. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Diaz. Mr. Barry Welsh.
Mr. Diaz, could I ask that you stick around so that when we get to this item on the agenda, we can call you up to ask you some questions? Thank you.
Good evening, board. My name is Barry Welch. I'm also a member of the Health Benefits Committee. I was excited when I heard that TALP and CSEA and the district were going to form this committee. As we all know, health care is a critical issue for us. The committee started off great. We were a collaborative effort. We worked together to hire a consultant to help us through the problems we were having 2 years ago. And all was wonderful, so it appeared. However, today we are no longer a functioning committee. The district is dominating this committee. They are setting the agenda. They fired the consultant that collectively we hired, Driver Alliant, and replaced him with Mercer without the committee having any input at all. They have replaced American Fidelity, the 125 plan provider, again, with no input from the committee at all. And now it appears to, at least to me, that the district is trying to use this committee as a bargaining tool to drive insurance issues. The real problem here, as I see it, is the district has lost sight of what the purpose of the committee was. That was to collaboratively work with CSEA, TALB, and the district to control rising health care costs. We've stopped looking at those issues. The district's new consultant, Mercer, has just released a report that talks about the main primary way to save money is by educating the employees. We've done nothing towards that. I brought it up before the committee. It gets passed on as not the time to do that. Something else has to be done. Well, when is going to be the time to start these things that the committee was established to do? We need to support, I urge you to support the 3 proposals that Tony Diaz put forward to bring this committee back in line with what its original goal was, to deal with rising health care costs and to continue to ensure the employees of the Long Beach Unified School District retain good quality health care at an affordable price for both the employees and the district. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Welsh.